I'm sorry, Mayor Mark Sukup.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Rick Collins.
Here.
Councilmember Aaron Pearson.
Here.
Councilmember Lisa Lake.
Here.
Councilmember Brett Hansen.
Here.
Great.
Mike.
Thank you. Hello, I am here. Thanks, Brian. Consent agenda. Do I have a motion to, do I have any comments regarding consent agenda? Could I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Could you do, can we do just an aye and nay?
Yep.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Those abstaining say abstain. Abstain. Timnath Council minutes. Any changes to the minutes published? Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Reports. Let's see. I got a couple introductions actually. So first off, we are lucky and excited to have Lori Graham, our new town attorney here. And Lori, I'd like you to just introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are. We did a search and Aaron was gracious enough to let us be part of that search. And I thought it was really well done. And we got a great candidate with Lori, and we're really excited to work with her. And I know she's already talked with a few of you guys and ladies. And so you're off and running. So Lori, do you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Am I on? Yeah, good. My name's Lori Graham, and I've been an attorney since 1996. I can't do the math anymore, so it's been a long time. I come to you from the city of Arvada, where I was the senior land use attorney. And prior to that, I worked for the Regional Transportation District, where I acquired all of the right-of-way to build the Fast Tracks project on. And then before that, I was at the Attorney General's office, and I represented the state institutions of higher education, which are pretty much like small towns. So I'm really, really happy to be here, and thank you all for giving me this opportunity.
I know I speak for every single one of the council people here and with Aaron, the town manager, that we're excited to have you and we're welcome. Also, while I'm introducing people, we've got almost the entire agenda filled with appointing people to our P&Z group, and there's 3 of them here, and I'd like you guys to just go ahead and take a stand. So Phil Goldstein, who heads up P&Z, and Phil is here all the time. So it's about time I probably acknowledge your presence here, Phil. So it's nice to have you, and I appreciate all the effort you put in. And then we're going to be later voting on Robert Axelmacher. And Robert, you come with incredible resume there, and we're excited to have you here and stuff too. So thank you. And then Eric Westland has been on the P&Z for a while, and Eric, it's great to have you here too. Thank you. Any other reports to council people? Okay. Lisa, is there anything you want to add or elaborate on or anything in there? Does anybody have any questions for Lisa? Okay, and I asked her a couple, and it looks just great. Engineering report, Dawn, is there anything that you'd like to elaborate on or bring to the council's attention? Okay. Community development report, Matt, are we good, or do you want to? Okay. And police chief, Good report. Anything you'd like to comment on? Okay. Great. Before you hit, I'm going to make public something. I had the opportunity to drop by for Public Works, but in the way you go through the police department, and what an incredible group of front assistants that you have there in Elisa and Jessica, thank you. Really, really nice. I was real impressed. So that's neat to have them as part of the town. You had a question.
Yeah, it's not really a question. I want to talk to the police chief and engineer as far as we made it through another major snowstorm event. And I think turned out pretty good, all considering. I'm glad the snow moved a little farther to the east, or we would have had about 10 or 12 more inches. The only concern that I just keep hearing is that when we do the main streets that we're doing, sometimes it puts a buffer on the side streets entering those streets where cars high center. And hopefully we're looking at that and trying to figure out, is there a way to go back through, even if we just lifted the plow and had our trucks drive and make the grooves through for car tracks so they can get through. Because I know a couple of people high centered in Timnath Ranch, and I think we had 1 or 2 cars over on our side of the road too. So, but other than that, I think.
Was that you that I was helping pull out?
No, wasn't me. I'm smart enough to stay inside. So I just put that out there because I know it's a ongoing thing that we're just going to have to learn at every occasion, and especially when it drifts like it does. Right. And if you look at it, if you take a truck as big as some of your trucks, after they do the pass, if they can come through and just turn in, back up, turn in, back up, it'll knock down those snow banks, at least where one car can go through on each side. So. No, I appreciate it. And I think we get better each time.
And not to take away anything that Council Person Collins said, but I did go to the Public Works group and commended them on what a great job they did. I thought, you know, for our town, how the snow ended up going and how we got the streets done so fast and kept it safe and everything, I was more than impressed with what we did. I was very, very excited with where we were. So again, I commended them face to face, but do it here also done. Great. And do you go ahead, Lisa?
Yeah, since you brought up the whole plowing, I know in our neighborhood site, Brett actually kind of went through what the town did for the last snowstorm and kind of outlined some of that. And I was just wondering if there be a way that we could share that maybe on the town's Facebook page or something, just to kind of let people know who aren't just on the Timnath Ranch site, you know, what we kind of went through and what the town did for that. And the fact that we were able to reach neighborhood streets, I think was not something we do all the time and not something we need to do all the time either, but just maybe send something out real quick or something.
That was a great idea. So Kim, maybe get with Don, because I think he organized, or wouldn't you be the best person for her to orchestrate to see
think so.
the paths that were done maybe and stuff?
Yeah, and we can show you the exact routes because we have it all GPS. But, you know, I tried to.
And stick it on our website.
Yeah, I tried to enumerate in the engineering report this time at the end, you know, this storm. And I think that's the high points, Kim. And if we need a little more for what you're doing, just let me know.
Good comment.
Thank you.
Good comment. All right, next we've got resolution number 15. Resolution approving independent contractor for information technology support. Lisa, would you like to make any comments there?
Yeah, what you have in front of you is a resolution to approve IT services and support with CoreCat. This contract would go through December 31st, 2021, and it would just allow staff more time to prepare an RFP for 2022. And our plan would be to combine the two contracts. We have one with the PD and one for Town Center into one, and do one consolidated contract for all IT services.
Does anybody have any questions or anything? I think, Lisa, you've done a great job at trying to organize that. And I think it was a little bit disjointed before you got here as our finance manager. And I, for one, appreciate how you've sort of put it together, going to take a look at it and then reevaluate at the end of the year. If I don't have any further questions, I'd take a motion to approve.
So moved that we approve the resolution.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, approves unanimously. Next, Matt, I'm going to have you, I think we talked about this, tell me if I'm wrong, is talk both on resolution number 16, resolution 17, and resolution 18, because they get a little disjointed when you sort of look at them. But at the end result, if you look at 18, you go, okay, here's where we're supposed to be, but we had to go through a few hoops to get there. So go ahead.
Great. Thanks, Mayor and Council. Yeah, you're right on. There are three actions here tonight, but it's kind of this reshuffling of the deck. And every 2 years, we have to kind of do this because we have expiration of terms. So we have to reappoint or appoint new people if they come off. So we got a little bit of that going on. We also had a planning commissioner that submitted resignation. So we had an open seat there. That was a full seat. So the first action we're going to be looking at is actually moving one of our alternates, Christina Bickley, from the alternate position to that full seat. The second action is actually appointing two new alternates. We actually had 4 applications, all very good candidates. We interviewed all 4 of them. And we actually selected Robert Oxbacher and Tom Wood, who you acknowledged earlier, to be the alternate seats. So they're, and then the last item is actually the term issue. So everybody takes a seat, and whatever, it's kind of like the musical chairs, you sit in the seat, and then that seat, now its seat expires. And so we have to re-up it. So that's why there are 3 actions here. So we're really getting everybody at the right place now. So Eric Westland, Lisa Bard, Christina Bickley's seat, and Robert Oxbacher, who's just being appointed, assumed a seat that its term is expiring. So all of them have expiring seats that are now going to be need to be renewed. So with all of that, I'll take questions if you have any. But again, the Roberts and Tom Wood's resumes are in the packet, so you got to see their credentials, and very, very good candidates for this situation. So we're really happy about that. And actually, we had Councilmember Pearson, as well as Chairperson Phil Goldstein, interview both, well, actually 3 of the 4. So.
Any comments?
I just want to thank you for applying, Robert. Again, it's nice to have you on board, and thanks to the other 2 applicants that applied, but weren't chosen this time. But I think there'll be other opportunities coming down the line, and hopefully we can get them involved in the town at a later time on a commission or some other duty.
And you bring up a good point. My understanding is Robert applied once before and went in again, and we were lucky enough that he did do that. And I think it sends out a message to everybody that we've got a lot of good people, and just because the first time around we didn't accept it, we definitely want those people still applying because we can always use great people and places. So thanks.
And Mayor, if I may, there was one other candidate that, I mean, actually the two other candidates that we didn't select, that, it's one of those situations where it's like, you really can't go wrong in the decision. So we're very happy with the team that we have. So
That's
thank you.
great. Does anybody else have any comments or questions? Could I have them? Yes.
I'll just make a comment that, I'm continuously impressed by the caliber of individuals we have in the town that constantly are putting their names in the ring. And I know I watch a lot of the planning commission meetings, and I think you have a really strong group you put together there, and they all bring a lot of great experience. So I'm very enthusiastic about all these individuals. So I'll just want to add.
Awesome. So I'll let you make the motion.
I move to approve resolution number 16, series 2021.
And
I think we have to do them individually.
do we? Do we? Okay. Then you said a second. Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
All those opposed, passes unanimously.
I move to approve resolution number 17, series 2021.
Do I have a second? All those in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Opposed?
And I move to approve resolution number 18, series 2021.
There you go. You finally beat him out. Do I have, all those in favor say aye?
Hi.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. All right. We're going, this is really cool. So Lisa cannot stand. She's so excited that we're going to get under 20 minutes. She can hardly. She's so excited. But I will say before we close up, State of the Town address, we've spent a lot of time and effort trying to get a lot of information pulled together and present to the town on where we are. And so that will be next Monday. And we hope you tune in if you listen to this video. And we're going to try to have as many places as we can and different rooms even here if you'd like to show up. So we encourage everybody to be there, and we'll be taking questions. It won't be just an info dump. It'll be giving you information, discussing the future, and talking about and answering any questions that you have. And so we're excited to present that. Other than that, do I have a motion to adjourn? Lisa?
Second.
Somebody
I
Rick?
seconded
second
it.
I second.
Oh, okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.